This is the Good Neighbor Podcast, the place where local businesses and neighbors come together. Here's your host, Jim Schaller.
Welcome, good neighbors, to episode number 34 of the Good Neighbor Podcast, Estero. Today we have good neighbor Bill Skidmore from Amoré Jewelers. Bill, good morning. How are we doing?
Good morning, Jim. I'm doing great. How about yourself?
I am doing awesome. Appreciate you coming on board today and then sharing a little bit about what you do over there. So why don't we just jump right in, and why don't you share a little bit of what you do over at Amoré Jewelers?
Well, we are Amoré Jewelers, where love shines. It's a fine jewelry store that has been in Bonita Springs for the last 12 years. We've built Bonita's best for the last 9 years in a row. We specialize in custom diamonds and loose custom design and loose diamonds from diamond capital of the world, Antwerp, Belgium. We have a full repair shop on the premises and a jeweler here at all times. So our biggest thing is our mission statement to serve the community.
That's great. And that's what it's all about. It's about serving the people around you and taking care of the people around you. Now, how did you get into the jewelry business, if I may ask?
I worked at the mall when I was a kid, and really just started with a watch kiosk, and did that for a couple of years as I graduated into jewelry, and then actually bought the kiosk that I was working at 19 and started Bill's Fixery, and did that for about 4 years. My dad became sick, and I was out of the state. I was in a different state. I was in Pennsylvania, and I'm from Ohio. So okay. I came back home and to be with my family, take care of my dad, and I got hooked up with a diamond company for about 5 years, and then started a company called Family Treasures Jewelers in my hometown, and served that community for 25 years before coming down here.
Wow. So truly working from the ground up pretty much.
Yeah, it's been a great ride, and it's just been a pleasure to have, meet so many great people on both ends, from the customers to the people we do business with and the companies that we deal with.
Now, obviously you've seen a lot. Has the industry changed over time?
Like everything, it changes. We've had things from back in the 90s and 2000s where there was a situation with diamonds, where they came from and things like that. So that's been a big change, which has been for a good and a positive thing, because we now have what we call a Kimberly process, which is we know now from where the diamond came out of the dirt to the polishing process and right to us. So we have a full contact from the beginning to end, and we know exactly where it came from. So
that's great. Yeah.
And the other thing has been lab ground diamonds. That's changed our industry quite a bit as well. So,
and those are just what's the difference between them? Obviously, they're going in a lab, but what's the biggest difference?
Well, Mother Nature. It takes 2 tons of dirt to get a 1 carat diamond, and that's a large process to have to go through. And that's just for a finished diamond, because 97% of the diamond, the rough that comes out of the ground, is used for other things like cutting tools, GPS, lasers, and things of that nature. So only, like say, about 3% comes into fine jewelry. So it's a very, very rare thing, which is why it's so costly, because of the process it takes to get there. Where in a lab grown diamond, it's grown in a crucible, so you can control the environment, you can control the quality of the diamond, and it's a lot less work and therefore a lot less expensive.
Wow. And obviously a lot, I want to say cleaner, but it's not, doesn't have as many imperfections per se, correct?
Yes, because you're able to control it by what you put in the crucible. Exactly right, Jim.
Nice. Now, are you seeing anything in the jewelry industry that's trending, that's maybe more popular than it used to be, or new things that are coming around other than these type of diamonds?
Yes, I think, like anything with what's going on in the world, you have a little bit more conservatory as far as, purchases and things of that nature. People are more aware, basically what they're buying, how they're buying. And it shows that in our industry, from depending on what area you're in, of course, but just going across the United States, it's awareness basically is what's changed in our business.
Exactly. Now, are you seeing a lot of do you do a lot of custom work?
That's our specialty. That's our website is custom jewelry in Bonita Springs. That's custom jewelry and loose diamonds is what we do best. It's really cool because we can take a CAD drawing, of course, computer animated drawing, and we can make a Model T car with doors that open and wheels that turn. So there's things that we can do now that are pretty exciting. And so people come in with ideas or have an idea, we work together and we make some pretty spectacular items.
I bet, technology is a good thing sometimes. That
Yes.
is great. Now, you had mentioned you're not from Southwest Florida originally. What brought you down here?
Well, we actually did a lot of charity work here, but we were involved with the hospital back home, and we went a trip to Port Royal, and we've always loved Southwest Florida, coming down to vacation, and we actually went down for a week on this trip that we had won to Port Royal, and after about the week there, we kind of decided that we should make the change and the transition a little earlier than what we anticipated, and we set a 5-year plan, and we were down here within 4.5 years and been serving the community for the last 12, as I said.
That's great. That's great. That's why we live down here. We love this area. We love the people down here, and it has changed a lot. It's grown a lot in the last number of years, but that's always a good thing.
Yeah, we had that in our business plan in the beginning that, the area was going to triple, and it's done that and then some. It's the blue skies, the wonderful weather, and the people that are down here, the communities and things that, surround this place that do have, the entertainment, the food, the activities, and that's why it's grown so fast, I believe.
I bet. And speaking of that, so outside of work, obviously we live in paradise down here. What do you enjoy doing outside of work?
Well, family and friends are like everybody, I'm sure, is the top of the list. And what we do with them is we go fishing, we go diving, we go golfing, being on the water, just being out, on the boat, having some fun. It's really what Southwest Florida offers is so many things like that are, it's the fishing capital of the world, really. So it's a lot of fun to be down here to get out, and there's a lot more time to get out because I'm from Ohio originally, and we're indoors quite a few months out of the year.
I'm sure you don't miss the snow and the cold, right? Exactly.
No, I miss food and I miss my loved ones, but the weather's not one of those things on the list.
When I first moved down, the joke was I was going to put a snow shovel on the front of my car and keep driving until somebody asked me what that was.
Well, I like that. We actually had one in our bathroom for Christmas once, just for fun.
There you go, right. Good memories. Now we just want to shovel the sand. That's all we want to do.
Yeah, well, that's I said. You don't have to shovel sunshine, so it's kind of.
Absolutely. So, is there anything else that maybe our listeners should know about Amoré Jewelers that maybe they don't know?
Well, really, the thing that we take pride in is our customer service. It may sound cliche, but we truly and genuinely care about our customers because we wouldn't have our business without them. And, we're able to do a lot of great things in the community with the support of our customers. So I think it's the atmosphere. We're not the biggest, but we've voted Benita's best for the last 9 years. So when you come in, it's an experience that we call the Amoré experience. And I think it's something that, if you have a moment, stop in and say hello, and we'll look forward to seeing you.
And I think that's the important part right there. It's customer service and actually treating a customer and a person as a person. Where so much or so often nowadays is that gets lost. I think we've lost that in society, but it's good to see companies such as yours and businesses such as yours still doing that and really caring about the community.
Well, it's, and you're exactly right. What's going on? It's different world out there. So to have that contact with people and have the love of people is something that we certainly can't, forget about. And I think that's also what helped build this country. So is to take care of everyone and be together and make sure that we stay strong.
Absolutely. So how would our listeners go about getting a hold of you?
They can go to our website, which is, custom jewelry on BenitaSprings.com. Or the best way is to come into Amoré Jewelers and experience the difference. We are open from 10 to 5, Tuesday through Friday, Saturday 10 to 3. We're closed on Monday for our bench day, and we're closed on Sunday for our family day. So, like I said, if you've got some time, stop in. We've got a full shop on the premises. So if you need to stop in, get something clean, get something checked, have a question, we'll be glad to answer any questions that you have, and come in and say hello.
Perfect. Bill, thank you for being a good neighbor, and we will see you out in the community soon.
All right. Look forward to seeing you soon too, Jim. Thanks a lot now.
Yep.
Thank you for listening to the Good Neighbor Podcast Estero. To nominate your favorite local businesses to be featured on the show, go to gnpestero.com. That's gnpestero.com or call 239-296 2621.